Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Ajar, and I'm joined here by my colleagues in project and program management. Thank you for joining us today. Can you briefly introduce yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Jennifer Chown, and I'm the Director of Strategic Programs here at Altasciences.
I'm Jason Bamey. I'm the Director of Program Management here at Altasciences.
Hi, I'm Daniel Bustillo. I'm Senior Director of Project Management in Altasciences.
Can you elaborate a little bit more about what is the difference between project and program management?
There's not a very big difference. It's essentially the same role. It's the same job. A project manager and a program manager in Altasciences. Nomenclature just means the distinguish between clinical for project management and non-clinical for program management.
So where we can actually come in for our sponsors as early as the CDMO world. Obviously, every preclinical study, every clinical study needs test article, needs the investigational product, and that's where our CDMO facility can come in, and that's kind of could be potentially the entrance for our program management, project management team. So I think the basics of program management, project management are pretty consistent across the different areas, the concepts, timelines, financials, risk mitigation. But where CDMO program management can really come in is tying the knots between developing that investigational product or that test article and providing that to the preclinical sites and/or providing that to our clinical sites. So obviously our goal at Altasciences is to be able to run that all the way from CDMO to our preclinical facilities to our clinical facilities. And I think Jennifer will expand a little bit more on our program management.
Yeah, absolutely. So as Daniel and Jason have both pointed out, no matter which service line you work in within our organization here at Altasciences, you are supported by either a project manager or a program manager. You can come in at any point and you will be supported. If you come in at the beginning and you want us to help get a molecule all the way through all of our service lines, we have everything necessary to help you do that. And we would have a program manager assigned, a cross-functional program manager who would help you get that molecule all the way through the drug development process with us. In addition to that, if you are working with a larger portfolio, a number of different programs in various different areas of Altasciences, then we would assign a partnership manager to an account like that. And in that capacity, the partnership manager is going to liaise across all of the different services on behalf of the sponsor, just to make it a smoother sponsor experience.
In what ways do the operational teams share and stay closely connected?
Yeah, so I think we do that. I think what helps us stay closely connected as an organization across all of our different service lines is that we have central systems that we all work from. So our central scheduling system, Compass, it's proprietary to Altasciences, and we put everything through Compass, whether you're working in the preclinical space or the clinical space or the CDMO, all of the timelines are entered into Compass, and everybody has access to those timelines and the deliverables, and everyone uses Compass the same way. And in that manner, it enables us to keep everything on track. It enables people downstream to have a perspective of what's going on upstream. It enables us to see who is responsible for the next downstream step, so you can notify them when something is potentially going to be slightly delayed. So we have, the ease to know who we need to talk to next, who we need to communicate with, and there are just very open lines of communication the whole way through the process.
So anyone from the team can just go into Compass and see right away, okay, we're at that phase, and then you guys can just call each other.
I mean, then there's Ask Albert, which has the database of everything that we know, all the intelligence that we collect about somebody's program and somebody's tastes and somebody's preferences. When I say somebody, I'm talking obviously about a sponsor, right? Like a sponsor wants to know that they don't have to tell us something 5 different times as they deal with different teams as they go through their process. Our teams are pretty seamless behind the scenes because we have this access to the same tool that we use and that we have embedded into our processes to check in and to add stuff into there and then to reference it frequently so that besides the phone calls and besides the conversations in the meeting.
You have all this information in one place, whether they've been working with you for 1 year, 5 years, 6 years, you have all their information basically in that place. So you could go back to a few years back, see what's gone right or wrong, and then apply basically that knowledge to.
Cuts down on a lot.
Yeah.
Cuts down on a lot of time for, saved for us and for the sponsor for sure.
Yeah, and I've seen situations too where sponsors may be working in the clinical world and all of a sudden they hear we can work in the preclinical realm.
Yeah.
They'll come to us and start engaging our preclinical BDs, and then it comes to Jen and I in the preclinical world and the program management. And then we start looking in Compass, in Salesforce, in Ask Albert, and we're like, oh, they're working in the clinical space. We might not have realized that, so we can reach out to Daniel and his team to say, hey, I reviewed, Ask Albert. I see the sponsor has these specific requirements. What's the story? How's the clinical study going? What should we know heading into the relationship with the sponsor on the CDMO or preclinical side?
Right,
So
that conversation doesn't start from scratch. It starts with already a good basis of a lot of knowledge and everything that we've done.
That's it. You want to make sure you have the right information before going to the sponsor and just, you
Yeah.
wanna make sure you're providing.
tell us once.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
tell us
once. That's it. Not 5 or 6 times. So Jennifer, Jason, Daniel, thank you so much for sharing your insights today. And to our audience, thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you soon.